Hi, and welcome to Herity's first collector booster box opening. My name is David Rude. I'm a washed up Pro Tour champion and now head of the Magic department here at Herity. I'm going to be cracking one of these collector booster box and going through the contents and giving an example of what it looks like when you open one of these. I think the set's pretty sweet, and I'm pretty excited about the whole showcase and a lot of the things they did with this set. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to comment. And I'll be cracking two of these. I'm just going to do them in separate videos. But yeah, so they come with 12 packs, and then it's a little bit different in this set compared to previous ones. So the tokens are always at the end, so I'm going to flip that around. So I'm going to go pretty quick on the comments, but just to give you an example of what it looks like, you get, sorry, it is commons, then you get the uncommons. Pretty big fan of this Flynn. Finn, the new poison guy. Snow-covered island, so you get a snow-covered basic in each of these pack. I think they look pretty sweet. They're also kind of washed a little bit. Like it's, I think all the snow permanents have a different finish than regular cards. So you have, this card's pretty good. The Retribution, I think, is a pretty powerful effect to create an angel, and then you can have it fight other creatures at the end, or they gain double strike. Sorry. Our first extended art rare. I believe there's one in every pack, and this Glorious Protector, pretty sweet one. Oh, Pathway right away. So foil Pathway. This is the blue-white one. The foil looks pretty good. No curve coming out of the packs so far. Hopefully it holds. Battle Mammoth. So I think this one has an alternate art on the showcase, which I think it's a new thing. They haven't done that much. I'm trying to remember in the past. Like I know they do showcase alt art, but it's not often that they do alt art for just like a full art. So here we have our first foil mythic. This one's a Quakebringer. This is a pretty interesting card. It triggers if you have a giant in your graveyard, I believe. Graveyard and played. So I believe your upkeep. Quakebringer deal 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers only if you Quakebringer on your battlefield or in your graveyard and you control a giant. And it's got Foretold also. So yeah. Right away we start with a foil mythic. So that's pretty sweet. So commons, again, I'm going to try to run through these pretty quick. We've got a Saga here. Another Saga. There's quite a few of these Sagas. Some of these are very powerful. I think the green-black one is really, really good. Foil, Snow-Covered Land. So one regular rare. I think there's 5 rares in these packs. So regular rare. Then there's the Realm Walker, which is our extended art rare. This is the Buy a Box promo also. I believe it's got a different art on the Buy a Box promo, and you'll get a, you get one of these at your local game store if you buy locally. Anything that's not, it's always good to support your local game store, whether it's us at Herity or any different store, wherever you play. So this is the card I was talking about. I'm pretty excited about this. No, sorry. This is the Elves one. I know that some of these you can get the Commander only cards. Those are pretty cool. Big fan of that. These showcase cards look pretty incredible. Ergon, God of Death. So Death Touch, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you can, sacrifice Ergon and draw a card. So I have the 6/6 Death Touch for 3 mana. It's pretty sweet. And the other side is like the artifact, right? Yeah, legendary artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. 3 exile creature card from your graveyard, draw a card. Yeah, this card seems very powerful. It's good. Like, it feels like it's never going to be dead. It's always going to do something. Obviously, you're building around it. Wow, this looks, I'm not sure if you can pick it up on the camera, but it looks incredible in person. I think they really knocked it out of the park with these showcase foil. Ooh, this one's sweet. I'm super excited about this card. Foil extended art, the World Tree. Not a mythic, but it's one of, like, as soon as we put it up for pre-order at Harity, we sold out like really quickly. This card is really, really fun, really interesting, and like there's combos you can do with like making your creatures all of the same type and things like that to get your entire library or all your creatures into play. But just by itself, I think the card is really good, really powerful. The effect that it makes your land into, tap into for any color. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you can pick it up, but all the snow cards have a different kind of feel to it. If I can put it next to another card, you can see it's a little bit more like, I don't know, like when jeans are washed or whatever, it's like a different color. Yeah, so this is one of the cards, I believe that's in, it's a Team Booster exclusive, so you can only get them in Team Boosters, or the rare can only, like, it might be in set boosters also, but they're in, there's a slot that can be in collective boosters. Dream Devourer, extended art, so this is one of the foretold card that is specifically, ooh, right away we get the Vorinclex. This card is just like unbelievable. I don't know, it's clearly like the banner mythic of this set, and I'm a big fan of the Phyrexian mana symbol. I'm hoping we get a Phyrexian one because they look really sweet, but yeah, pretty excited. I'm definitely going to sleeve this one up right away. Yeah, I mean, that's what you hope for when you get one of these collector booster boxes. Some foil, showcase, or obviously Phyrexian is, the holy grail of these packs. But that's pretty sweet. Nice start. Vargarat, by the side. This one's also pretty good. I love the art on some of these. The bird. Blessing of Frost. So probably not one of the biggest sets for our foil extended art mythic, but yeah, it's still it's still a solid card. And the token, the treasure token looks pretty sweet. Okay, so there were, I believe, 3 packs in. Let's see. Commons. The Armory. So they made, I believe there's 5 of these. So they're lands that you can sack to do something special. They come into play tap. I don't think they're that powerful, but I think the blue-black one's pretty good. Herald, King of Scalfar, Snow-covered land. It's kind of weird that they put the snow-covered land in the middle of these packs, but I don't know. I guess it gives you a break from from what they were trying to do. Bear, Runeforge Champion for our first foil rare. Molly of the Frost. Alright, so we have our first extended art Planeswalker, Kaya the Inexorable. Time will tell if this card is going to be, sorry, trying to get the glare out. If this card is going to be like super powerful, but it feels like it's got a lot of text and it destroys it. I think it's the one that, you can exile a non-land permanent, which is always like a strong ability in general. So this slot is our showcase foil, and then our mythic, it is a mythic, Resplendent Marshal. So that's another foil extended art mythic. This card's pretty powerful, I think. 3 mana flyer that when it enters the battlefield or dies, you may exile another target creature from your graveyard. And when you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control other than Resplendent Marshal that shares a creature type. So yeah, it's pretty good for tribal decks and do that. And they finally started doing foil emblems. Pretty big fan of the emblems being in foil. So bear with me. I'm pretty new to doing this from home and everything, and trying to just get it out as quickly as possible so that you can have an idea of what it is before you decide if you want to pre-order one of these boxes. So the Snow-covered Swamp. Some of the art of these Snow-covered lands looks really good. And yeah, they actually have a different symbol for the Commander card, because I believe this is a Commander exclusive. Choose a creature type, target player draws X card and lose X life, where X is the number of creature they control the chosen type. So it's a pretty good in a tribal deck for you to refuel your hand, things like that. But it's once in a while, if your opponent has like a bunch of tokens, it can also be a way to kill them. The Sanctum is our extended art rare. This card seems alright. Create gods and things like that. We got our second Dream Devourer for your Judge. So I guess this is always an uncommon showcase. Our second Pathway. This is the red black one. I mean, these are all pretty good. I really love the art on some of these pathways. And then our another mythic. Nice. I think this is mythic number 3. Oh yeah, this is the new take on Entreat, I guess. So create a 4/4 White Angel warrior token with flying and vigilance. If this spell was foretold, create X of those tokens instead. I'm not sure how powerful this card is, but it seems really sweet. Note that foretold can only, like, you can't do it the same turn that you draw it. So like it's kind of one of those things where it can be like really powerful, but it might not be like the best top deck. You might have to wait a turn. I think they did some interesting things with foretold. I think they could have pushed some of these cards a little bit more and still been okay. I'm kind of glossing over the commons, but these snow dual lands are also pretty good. The fact that they're multiple land type lets you search them with ways to search, a forest or a fetch land and things like that. I like what they're doing, trying to push them more, like they did triomes and things like that. So 2 uncommons, our snow covered basic, Showdown of the Scalds, Icebreaker Kraken. So this is like the snow payoff. So it costs 1 less for each snow permanent, and there's a lot of text on some of these cards in this set. I'm not sure how popular that's going to be, but yeah. Righteous Valkyrie. This is like another angel payoff. I can't get over the fact that how nice these cards look. Oh, sweet Toski. This card's really cool. I think can be countered. Indestructible Squirrel, legendary Squirrel. It attacks each turn Fable, which doesn't matter too much. He's indestructible. I guess it's just so that you don't block with it. But it's whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So there's definitely people who are building, EDH Squirrel decks, but also it's just like a really good card in general to have, like, just all your creatures get to draw. Wow. Herald. It's just an uncommon, but like it just looks incredible. Blood in the Snow. So our foil extended art rare. Nothing like too special Blood in the Snow, but there's a couple loots that you can do in standard. I'm not sure like how good it's gonna be and how much people are playing standard these days, but yeah, it's definitely interesting cards. So our uncommons. I'm kind of going over these pretty quickly because, let's be real, most people are interested in the rares and things like that. Valkyrie Harbinger. So flying lifelink at the beginning of your end step. If you gain 4 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 White Angel creature with flying. So you create Serra Angels basically. I can't remember if this is in the main set or if it's one of the team boosters or not. It gets a little confusing. I'm the one that prices the pre-orders for us, and it still gets confusing. This card's really good. I think it's an Elf Berserker, the Avenger. Whenever another non-token Elf or Berserker you control dies, you draw a card and you lose a life. But it's a 2-mana 3/1. Like, it's just really aggressively costed. This is a card I thought I was opening in the first pack. So it's a 4-mana. You create a 4/4. You basically create a Serra Angel, and then like the second part of the saga is until end of turn, angels you control gain tap to destroy target creature with power less than this creature's power. And angel, the third one is angel you control gain double strike until end of turn. This card's just really push, really powerful. I'm not sure like how much play it's gonna see, but it definitely feels like they tried to go really hard with it. I believe this is one of the best cards in the set. Like it's a rare. If it was a mythic, it would probably be pretty expensive. This I'm not going to go over the text because there's so much of it. This card is really, really powerful. Yeah, and then both sides look pretty sweet. Yeah. Again, I don't know how great this set's going to be, but they definitely, at least for me, they definitely hit it right on the spot with the showcase or whatever they're called, the metal frames. And then our extended art foil is the black-green, I believe. Yeah, black-green foil extended art pathway. This looks pretty nice. Yeah. And 5/5 dragon. I can't remember what card makes the dragon, but yeah, dragon token. So we're on pack number 8 now. yeah, let's see if we can get another Vorinclex. I mean, that's all what I'm shooting for. There's a couple other cards that are good. There's a dragon that's really powerful in this set that I'm hoping to get. I believe that's another commander card, Crown of Campfire. This card's pretty sweet. Red counterspell. I think they really hit the flavor for like how they should do a counterspell if they were going to do a red one. So counter target spell, choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. Controller mills that many cards, then exiles card of the top of their library until they exile a non-land card with a different name. They may cast that spell without paying its converted mana cost. Put the exile card. It's a lot of text, but basically you chaos. I think it's chaos warp one of their spells. So it's like, I don't know. It seems like it's gonna be really cool in Commander. For Mythic here, this is the double face card. Vigilance. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. Other legendary creatures you control have Vigilance, and tap to add 1 mana of any color. And then you have other side is a 5, like a Wooburg enchantment. Yeah, I mean this card's pretty sweet. I'm gonna probably sleeve all these up. The Mythics after the Vorinclex, the only one I want to stop the video to showcase. And our fourth standard art is Cosmos Charger. I think this is the Foretold. Yeah, Foretold costs 1 less. Angel token. All right, so we're 8 packs in. This is pack number 9. Let's see what we got. A few commons, one of the lands. Nico Defies Destiny. Our snow-covered land. Oops. I don't know how much play it's gonna see, but I like that they're pushing the that it adds mana, like it could it could be free or whatever. Free spells are never a problem, right? Foil Power of Heroes. This card's pretty cool. I think there's gonna be a lot of things that people are gonna try to do with this pod. Colorless pod is always interesting. So Ice Shaper. All right, so this is our showcase rare. Is it 3/3 on one side? I think it's the blue-black one on the other side, right? Yeah. Yeah. I wish they made more of these gods that were like 3 colors instead of all being like monocolor, like that they were like 1 color on one side and then the other 2 colors on the other side. I think it would have been more interesting to build EDH deck around them. And here we have the Death Touch. Oh, this card looks really sweet. Definitely, if I'm going to build a commander deck around this against Finn, I'm going to get this version. Escachara, not the greatest hit, but it's a powerful card that makes multiple bodies for 4 mana. All right, let's see if we can get something sweet. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the dragon, but that's the other thing I would like to open here. And just to be clear, these are all being opened for Harry T, and they're going to be out for pre-order on our website as soon as I'm finishing with this video. Some of them were already up for pre-order. Some of them I'm going to add, like the Vorinclex, and had not put any up for pre-order, but now that we know we opened one, then we're going to be adding them. This card is really sweet. Mystic Reflection. It's really powerful. So choose target non-legendary creature. The next time 1 or more creatures or planeswalker enters the battlefield this turn, they appear as copies of the chosen creature, and it's Foretold. As if like it wasn't good enough, it's also got Foretold. It just feels like it's really powerful multiple ways. Like you can make your creatures bigger, like you into something better, or it can stop your opponent if they're casting something that you're not too happy with. Birgi, God of Storytelling. Yeah, this is the Storm God, right? And then on the other side is discard your hand, discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. So yeah, it's always good to have cards that are good early, and then some late game on the other side. It's very flexible. Like the Tybalt's like that too. Aron, God of the Cosmos. So yeah, another Mythic Showcase. Another one that looks pretty sweet. Nafida, Betrayer King, and then our foil extended art is Immerstrom Predator. Yeah, I misread that card too at first. I didn't realize you could exile cards from any graveyard. It's not just yours. So it's not just that like you need to fuel your graveyard for it to work, but you can also exile your opponent's stuff and stop them. Snow-covered forest. Lateral. So I'm pretty sure this is the commander that comes in foil in the commander deck, in the Kaldheim Commander decks, and I believe that's the only way to get them in non-foil is to get them from collective packs. Elvish War Master for our extended art. Battle of the Frost and Fire. Judge of Valor. Nice. And this is our second extended art Planeswalker. Tivarkel. He seems pretty good, pretty powerful. A lot of text. Put some plus on one creature, create an elf. It's always good to have Planeswalker that can like defend themselves in some ways, right? And then our last slot, Dragonkin Berserker. I guess this is the card that makes Dragon both abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate for each dragon you control. Yeah, it's a nice little dragon build around. Oh, the Kaya foil emblem to go along with Kaya in the previous pack, so that's sweet. Alright, and final pack. Yeah, so I'm going to do one more. I'm going to separate these two videos just because I'm, still figuring things out for the store. And the other one should be posted on our YouTube channel also. I'm also going to put a link to the store in the description if you want to pre-order anything that you saw me open, or if you're looking, to pre-order a box or a collectible box or whatever. We still have some. Canopy Tactician. This is one of the theme boosters excludes, I'm pretty sure. Other elves you control get +1/+1, and you can tap it for 3 mana. So they kind of did that with the, I can't remember with the, in Dominaria, I think they had, oh no, it might have been Modern Horizon, the elf that you tap for 3 green, that costs 3 green. That was pretty sweet. This one also gives +1/+1, so it's a pretty popular card, I think. Another Runeforged Champion, Doomscar. See, this, I think, is like a pretty pushed Foretold card, and I wish they did more of this, where like the Foretold cost is pretty aggressive for what it does. But yeah, Wrath of God's always good, and this is another example of like a good version of it. I'm really bad with names. I'm incredibly French. Yeah, so this is a pretty good way to punish your opponents for playing snow lands, so they come into play tapped. And on the other side, yeah, these really look metal. They look pretty sweet. Judge Familiar, Koldrovi, is that her? And then our final extended art. Oh no, that was it. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so that was it. So that was the first box, and then I'll do the other box later. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.